My Hebrew brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. This is a YAHUAH'S Ben Israel, and we just want to take this moment to say Shabbat Shalom. Praise His name. Praise His name. He has given us another Shabbat. Praise His name. My brothers and sisters, we trust and hope that you are enjoying your Shabbat. Let me take a moment to say Shabbat Shalom again, and thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes, and thank you for your comments. My brothers and my sisters, I always say more than anything else, is that I thank you for your prayers. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for interceding for me and my family. Praise His holy name. And thank you. Thank you. I just want to let you know that we love you. And even though I may not know you by name, those of you who have, subscribed, and those of you who have been making comments and I'm responding to you, I remember those names. But there are many of you who I've never seen your faces. But my brothers and sisters, I'm praying for you and trusting that YAHUAH will continue to bless you and your family. Praise His name. Thank you. Thank you so much. My brothers and sisters, for our Shabbat meditation, we're going to look at 1 John chapter 2 and verses 1 through 6. And we trust that this meditation will be a blessing to you. He said, "My little children, these things write I unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, YAHOSHUAH HaMashiach, the righteous. And He is our propitiation for our sins, and not for us only, but also for the sins of the whole world." In verse 3 said, "And hereby we know that we know Him, if we keep His commandments. He that saith," in verse 4, "He that saith, I know Him, and keepeth not His commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him." And then in verse 5 it said, "But whoso keepeth His word, in him verily is the love of YAHUAH our Elohim perfected. Hereby know we that we are in Him." In verse 6 he said, "He that saith he abideth in Him, ought himself also to walk, even as He walked." Praise His name. Praise His name. YAHUAH, He promises that He will have His blessing and His word. And He promises also that His word will not return to Him void, but will accomplish that to which it sent. Praise His name. My brothers and sisters, as we look at this passage tonight, verse verse 1 here. I want to notice the possessive noun that is mentioned here. Because John, we're not sure if he was on the Isles of Patmos at the time when he wrote this. But I want you to notice here that he said, little children, my little children, these things, he said, I write unto you, that ye sin not. What he's saying here, he is writing to us that we do not continue in sin. We do not continue in sin. In 1 John chapter 3, I think the first verse, they say that if any man being is born of, YAHOSHUAH, HaMashiach, he does not sin. What he's trying to say there, he does not continue in sin. And he said, if we sin, my brothers and my sisters, I want you to notice the word and if there. Because if is a possibility that we don't sin at all. There's a possibility that we don't sin at all. If we sin, do you want to notice here? If we sin, we have an advocate with the Father, YAHOSHUAH HaMashiach, the righteous. That is, YAHOSHUAH is our advocate. He is our advocate, my brothers and my sisters. And he, in verse 2, he mentioned that is a propitiation for us, and that is, he is the one who gave himself up, my brothers and my sisters. He made it possible for us to get forgiveness of our sins by giving himself. He is our sacrificial lamb. He sacrificed himself for us, for our sins. And he said not for us only, not for our sins only, but also for the sins of the world. You see, one other thing that we don't realize here, and I always say this, that, anyone who comes to Yahuwah, anyone who comes to him, and recognize him as the creator, recognize him as the sustainer, recognize him as the one who sent his son, YAHOSHUAH, to die, and anyone who comes to him and keep his commandments and do his will, he promised, he said in his word that he will not reject them. Through history, my brothers and sisters, we see where people from other nations would come to him and repented and admit that he is the only true Yahuwah, and he accepted them. Okay? But we are the light of the world, my brothers and my sisters, and we are to shine among them so that they can see Yahuwah's good work and will come to glorify him. But at the time when when he wrote this, at that time they were all over the world. The Hebrew Israelite people were scattered. So when he was talking there, if you want to say John, when he was talking, Jochanan, when he was talking here, that he is a propitiation for the sin, and not for only us, our sins, but for the sins of the world. He talked about our people that were scattered all over the world. He was in one little region, one little section of the world, he was. But there were other Hebrew Israelite people that were scattered all over. They're the one, YAHOSHUAH. And my brothers and sisters, you're going to stone me, but it's okay. because I'm not going to stop saying it. YAHOSHUAH said, I come not but only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They were scattered all over the earth. They're the one that he came to save. Praise his holy name. And he said here in verse 3, and he said, hereby is like saying, therefore, or consequently, we do know that we know him. We don't know him if we don't keep his commandment, my brothers and sisters. But if we know him if we keep his commandment. And another word there again, the same word come back, if. There's a possibility that you will keep it. You will keep the word of Yahuwah. And there's a possibility that you will become stiff-necked and walk away without keeping his word. But he said, and hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandment. Praise his holy name. And so there are some people who believe that they know him. They say they know him. But they're the first one to tell you, the commandment is done away with. The commandment is done away with. My brothers and sisters, again, go ahead and stone me. But if the commandment is done away with, why do the countries that you live in use them as code of ethics? As code of ethics. Why do they use them? Why do they use them? Why do you have to follow them? And because you don't want to go to jail, because you don't want to go there and pay a fine, you keep them, right? Whose word are they? They are Yahuwah's word. The word that was given to us, that the government is taking and using them as code of ethics. They become statutes and laws. And if you don't keep them, you're in trouble with the government. But you're willing to keep them because the government will throw you in jail if you don't do that. But Yahuwah, who is greater than the government, supreme, you don't want to keep his word. You want to disobey his word. You want to disallow his word. He said, he that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandment, is a liar. There are many people consider themselves Christians. Oh, they say, I know him. I know him. But when they talk about the commandments, oh no, the commandment is done away with. We don't do, they say, you know, Jesus come and he freed us from the commandment. Not my YAHOSHUAH. Because the only commandments, the only law that you are free from is the ceremonial law. The one where you have to offer sacrifices for your sin. That's the only one. That's the only one you don't have to keep. Go sacrificing an animal for your sin. Because YAHOSHUAH, he came and he made that sacrifice for us. When he was on earth, he said, I come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. You know when the fulfillment of the law is, my brothers and sisters? Oh, they say he fulfilled the law because he died and he went back to heaven. No. When the fulfillment of the law is when YAHOSHUAH returned And he created the new heaven and the new earth. At that time, he said he will write it in our hearts. And we have no need for anyone to tell. When he did that, I won't have any need to be on the YouTube telling you to keep the law. Because for those who are his, he will already written those commandments and laws and statutes. He read them in our hearts. So we don't have any need to tell anyone to keep them. But he said, he that said, I know him, and keepeth not his commandment, he said, that person is a liar. And the truth is not in him. My brothers and sisters, I do not want to be a liar. Do you want to be a liar? I'm not sure you want to be a liar. I don't think so. Walk down the street and someone looks and says, there goes a liar. Hey, liar. Mr. Liar. Miss Liar. Hey, you turn around. Who you calling liar? You. Because you say you love him and you know him, but you do not keep his commandments. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Because there's so many lies. This coming Sunday, a lot of people are going to be sitting in what you call it church, right? Congregation, they're going to be sitting in there, singing and jumping and shouting. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, Shabbat, tomorrow, as Shabbat continues, we are going to have some Saturday worshippers. So they're commandment worshippers. Call themselves Christians. And they're jumping and shouting, having a good time, but do not keep his word, do not keep his commandments. It's a lie. They're willing to sing and shout and so on, but when it comes to keeping his words, they're not willing to do that. And they said, they are liars. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily, in verse 5, in him verily is the love of Yahuwah perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him. We know that we are in him. And we know it. No, we're not guessing that. Because we have trusted him. We have committed our lives to him. And we are keeping his word. We're keeping his commandments. Praise his name. We know that we are him because we're keeping his word. And then my brothers and my sisters, he said in verse 6, he that saith, he that saith he abideth in him ought to walk, okay? Ought to walk as he has walked. We are to walk also as he walked. We cannot say we love him and we know him and we don't walk according to his word. So my brothers and sisters, I trust that you are walking according as he has walked. Walk in him. Don't just sing and shout and your life is not showing, what you're singing and shouting about. Based on his word here, keep his commandments. Walk in him. walk in him, my brothers and my sisters. We're abiding in him. He is the vine, the true vine. We are the branches. And we have to walk according as he has walked. Praise his name. Praise his name, my brothers and my sisters. Tomorrow Shabbat continues. Last Shabbat we had a little problem. We don't know all kind of issues the last two Shabbats. And so the message that we gave last Shabbat was not completely all kind of glitches, wasn't it? You missed a lot of words, and it was, I don't know who was doing it, but I know we try to have everything working well on our side. So we're going to repeat that message because there were some important truths in that message that we want you to have, we want you to get. So we want to ask you to remember to join us tomorrow at 11 Eastern Standard Time as we continue this live session and we talk about the major religions of the world. And tomorrow we're going to be focusing on Christianity. If you want to know something about Christianity, the Christian is, and if you're believing and you're a Christian, you want to hear this. So please, my brothers and my sisters, join us and encourage your Christian friends to join tomorrow as we talk about Christianity in this live session. Brothers and my sisters, we're asking you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.